The diagram shows three identical rectangles A, B and C. 5/8 of rectangle A is shaded. 9/11 of rectangle C is shaded. Work out the fraction of rectangle B that is shaded. Okay, so if 5/8 of rectangle A is shaded, that must mean this is 5/8. It must mean that this part here is 3/8. And where did I get that from? Well, 5/8 plus 3/8 make 1 whole. So this is, we can assume, 1 whole. And 5/8 plus 3/8 together make 1 whole. We are told that 9/11 of rectangle C is shaded. So in a similar way, this is 9/11. Therefore, the bit at the bottom must be 2/11. How do I know that? Well, again, if together they make 1 whole, 9/11 and 2/11 make 11/11, which is 1 whole. Now the question says work out the fraction of rectangle B that is shaded. So I know from here that this portion here must be 3/8. And I know from this diagram here that this part must be 2/11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add together, I mean there's different ways you can do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add together 3/8 and 2/11. So I'm adding together this, and then I'm going to subtract it from 1 whole because this is 1 whole rectangle. I'm going to add together these two and subtract from 1 whole. So we know that when we're adding or subtracting fractions, we must have a common denominator. Easiest thing to do is try and find the lowest common multiple of these two numbers. The lowest common multiple of these two numbers is 88. They both go into 88 and it's the lowest common multiple. How many 8s in 88? 11. So I must multiply my 3 by 11 as well, and that gives me 33. How many 11s in 88? 8. So I must multiply my 2 by 8, and I get 16. And once we have got a common denominator like we have here, we can simply add together the numerators. And I can add together these numerators. I get 49/88. But remember, that's just these two bits added together. I now need to subtract that from 1 in order to get my grey shaded bits. So I'm going to do 1 whole, take away 49/88. Another way to think about this is 88/88 take away 49/88, because 1 whole is 88/88 in this situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform a subtraction. I'm going to take these two away from one another. 88 take away 49. 8 take away 9 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow from there. It becomes 18. 18 take away 9 is 9. And 7 take away 4 is 3. So I'm left with 39/88. Quite a challenging question. Well done for giving it a go.